All right, so we're on problem 26-4A, and so this problem is a lot like uh, the other one we did, 2619. Most of the difference in this one is that in the first problem they gave us our activity rate per activity. In this one they don't. They just give us the total cost of each activity. For example, on the other problem, it gave us, like the first one was bid requests and it had $200 per bid. Where this one doesn't, it gives us the total cost, like say for production, and then down below it gives us all of, so for production it's machine hours, and it gives us the machine hours for each one of the product. So really most of these problems aren't that much different. It's the same idea throughout. They just kind of tweak it just a little bit here and there. So all right, so let's jump into this one. So we have Teldar Manufacturing Company. They have three products. They have an M5, a Z4, and an i8. It's a continuous production process. And so they give us some information. So they give us the activities that they've identified. So they've identified production as a cost center, setup as a cost center, materials handling as a cost center, inspection and product engineering. And then it gives us the total cost. So let's go ahead and start entering those in. So we have each one of our activities and then enter in the total cost for each one of them. Double check that. 569, good, okay. And then, so we have the total activity. Now we need to know the total activity base. So the base for production is machine hours. So we want to know the total machine hours. And so that's down here. We have the totals. So we don't want to break it out by product just yet. So we just want the totals. So we've got 2,200 machine hours, 400 setups, 480 parts, 1,000 inspection hours, and 500 engineering hours. So now we can calculate our activity rate. So we have total cost divided by the base. Well, green's fine, I guess. So now we know what the activities are, we know what the total cost of each activity is, and now we know our dollars per machine hour, our dollars per setup, and so on. So now we can allocate it to each one of the products. So down here, we want to identify in each one of the product what their usage was for all these activities. So how many machine hours did they have for production, and so on. And so that is going to be right here. So they had 1,000 machine hours, 60 for setup, 80 for the number of parts, 450 for inspection, and 125 for engineering. So let's go over here and do the same for the Z4 product, which is going to be 800, 120, 150, 300, 175. And then for the i8 product, that's going to be 400 machine hours, 220 setups, 250, 250, 200. Perfect. Now we can plug in the activity rate, which we already calculated over here. Do it this way to keep the formatting. And so that's going to be the same for all of the products. Alright, and then now to get the activity cost, we just multiply. So for the M5 under production, they had 1,000 machine hours, and it was $120 per hour. Let's drag that down. So we had total activity cost for the M5 product of $196,000. Do the same for the Z4. And so the total activity cost for the Z4 is $195,000. And the total activity cost for the i8 was $178,300. So now we have to take that total cost per product and get it down to a per unit cost. So now we figure out the total units produced out of each one of these. So for the M5 we produced 1250. For the Z4 we made 1,000. And for the i8 we did 500. So we take the total cost divided by the units. We have an actual cost, activity cost per unit of each one of the products. So not too bad at all.